So, Brad from Let's Be Real with Brad, I'll have the link down below for his channel, recently did a video of his top 10 favorite film franchises. And at the end of the video, he encouraged his other fellow YouTubers to continue this trend and make their own video with their top 10 favorite film franchises. So today, that's what I'm talking about. So I do have a couple honorable mentions before I get into my top 10, and I have 3 of them. My 3 are going to be the Rocky franchise, the Men in Black franchise, even though the 4th one was terrible, the other 3 make up for it, but they just couldn't get on my top 10 list. And the last one being the Jurassic Park films, which also would include Jurassic World. I think is going to surprise a lot of people because of it being number 10 and it not being closer to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. But I'm just being honest here. I do like it, but number 10 is Harry Potter. So this is a franchise that I grew up with. I've seen the movies 2 million times. The movies are good, but it just wasn't anything recently that I have said, it's a rainy day, this is what I want to watch. All right, my number 9 is going to be the DCEU. Now, not every film is perfect in that franchise, but there are a couple that I do enjoy. Unfortunately, it just wasn't able to get higher up on the list. So my number 8 is going to be with a franchise that straight up just threw continuity out the window and said, you know what, maybe the audience won't notice. And that's going to be the XMen franchise. Even though they threw that out the window, they were able to make it work, and they didn't worry about continuity between the films. They just worried about making a good film. Now, not every single one knocked it out of the park. I'm talking about Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, X-Men 3, but even those aren't terrible. I mean, they gave us X-Men 2, they gave us the first X-Men, Days of Future Past is amazing, Logan is amazing, Deadpool 1 and 2 are awesome, so I think with just that list alone, it has to be on my top 10. We see Ethan Hunt fighting the world over and over, and it never gets old. Mission Impossible. I wasn't a fan of the first couple, but once they got into number 4, that's when it started hooking me. And it almost seems that just each one they do, they get better and better. And I know this franchise is going to soon come to a close, but even though the first 3 didn't knock it out of the park for me, the 4 up into whatever we're at now is just amazing. Rogue Nation, Fallout, who I don't know anyone that doesn't like Fallout, to be honest. My number 6 will give some people chills in the middle of the night and make them sleep with their thumb in the mouth and the nightlight on in the background. And that's going to be the Conjuring universe. So if you saw my Conjuring 3 review, you will notice that I did not like that film, but there are a lot of other films in this universe that I do like. Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2 is amazing. Annabelle Comes Home is good. Annabelle Creation. I did not like The Nun, but all the other ones make up for it, I think. And those are movies that I can rewatch a couple times a year. I like that franchise. I want to continue to see it grow, even though the most recent Conjuring didn't do it for me. That doesn't mean that I want to see those characters gone from the screen forever. Die Hard. What can I say about Die Hard that isn't already said already? Die Hard 1 is amazing. It's one of the best Christmas movies there are. I have a video defending that. I'll add that link down below. And Die Hard 3 with Sam Jackson is probably my favorite out of the bunch. Just seeing that duo come together and bantering back and forth and them going throughout the whole city is just amazing. I even enjoyed Die Hard number 4, Live Free and Die Hard with Justin Long. I enjoyed that one too, even though it can get a little silly at times. His name is Spider-Man, and he's played by 3 different people, but that's okay. I grew up with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but Tom Holland has taken the cake as my favorite Spider-Man, and I am patiently, eagerly awaiting Spider-Man No Way Home. But Indiana Jones. Now, obviously, what can you say about the trilogy that isn't already there? It's amazing. But number 4, I think, takes a lot more heat than it should. It's not good, but it's not terrible. My favorite out of the Jones trilogy, if I had to pick, would probably be Raiders is probably the first Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was my first entry into Indiana Jones. The highest grossing franchise of all time, and that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I can talk about a whole video about the MCU, but I don't simply have the time for that. So I'll just leave it as number 2 is the MCU. And this franchise barely made the cut. And that's because Brad said you got to have 4 movies to be a franchise. And this one has 4. It has a couple video games, and it has a TV show with multiple seasons. It's my favorite movie of all time, my favorite franchise of all time. If you've been watching my videos, you already know what I'm about to say. I'm talking about Ash from Evil Dead. Evil Dead is my favorite franchise. I really should do a video about why I love Evil Dead so much. That will be something for the future. But this is just something that I can watch any of these movies, even the reboot, any day of the week, multiple times a day. When I'm sick, it makes me feel better. When it's raining outside, it comforts me. I just love the franchise, and it's great. So that's going to round out my top 10 with a couple honorable mentions, favorite movie franchises. If you did not see Brad's video, please check that out, because his are definitely way different than mine. There are a couple on there that are the same, but definitely check out Brad's take on his favorite franchises also. Thank you for watching, and before we go, Great Scott!
Now we're getting it.